The first activity I would recommend to estimate project resources would be creating a resource breakdown structure. This structure will identify the project's resources by category and type. It would be helpful in determining exactly what resources we will need for the project, as well as how much it will cost to acquire those resources. This information will come in handy later when estimating the project's duration. The second activity I would recommend is to hold a brainstorming session for alternative resources. We need to be prepared in case not everything goes as planned. This will serve to create a range of costs for an alternative resource budget.
Some of the activities we could add to help with estimating durations is using the 3-point estimate method, which includes 3 different estimates: optimistic estimate, a most likely estimate, and a pessimistic estimate. It gives a reasonable range for when the activity might be completed. The other activity we could add is documenting assumptions when creating these estimates. When creating estimates, it is important to document them so in the future they can be reviewed and see how accurate they were and how likely the project members are to hit their assumed estimate. Duration and effort are related, so this gives insight of any problem areas where team members may not be performing optimally.
Hi, my name is Tara Downey. I am with the Purple Group, and today I will be covering Task 2 from Chapter 6, which asks us to identify at least 5 milestones for the Global TREPS project, describe each milestone using the SMART criteria, and to discuss how determining the details of these milestones might add activities or tasks to the Gantt chart. The milestones I propose for the Global TREPS project include website home page completion, website functionality completion, app homepage completion, app functionality completion, and event space contract acquisition. These milestones will follow the SMART criteria described in our book, meaning they will be specific, measurable, assignable, realistic, and time-framed. Website homepage and functionality would include a mission statement, guidelines and templates, an About Us section, and a Contact Us section. This part of the website would have to be done before our first event in New York on December 31st, 2016. Our programmer, Brett Taylor, would be responsible for the website. Next, the app and home page completion and functionality would be the next milestone, 2 milestones. This would also include a mission statement, guidelines and templates, an About Us section, a Contact Us section. The app would need to be completed by our app release party July 4th in Los Angeles. Our programmer, Andrew Wolverton, would be responsible for the app. Finally, the event venue contract acquisition would have to be done at least 1 month before each event. It would have to include stipulations like catering for food and drink. This would also be completed by our event organizer, Tim Metler. These milestones will have an effect on the Gantt chart. Since milestones have no duration, we must rely on tasks to get them accomplished, and some of these tasks would include coding and testing the home page for both the website and the app, and procuring contract for the event venues. Thank you very much.
I'm going to talk about estimating activity resources and what amount of effort that goes into each activity by each individual that has been assigned to the activity. So to assist resource estimation, the following can be used: expert judgment, an analysis of alternatives, estimating data in project management software. And so people helping determine resources needed must have experience and expertise in similar projects and with the organization performing the project. Some factors affecting the number of people allocated to a task and the respective efforts that they put into these tasks include the level of difficulty of the activity. And so, for instance, do we need extra training to bring those people to speed to be able to carry out the functions? And another factor to consider is whether there are any unique attributes in the project scope that would affect the resources. And also, availability of similar prior work by the organization and the level of personnel allocated to the task is going to be helpful to determine the current needs, and also whether or not the organization has the required capability in terms of people, equipment, and materials for performing the work. And lastly but not least, whether or not there is need to acquire more resources versus outsourcing for the task. And so because there are so many people involved in most projects, it's advisable to solicit ideas from different people to help develop alternatives and also to help determine how many people are going to be involved in each task and how much effort they will put into those tasks. Thanks for listening.